There's a reason that this story has been shared tens of thousands of times over a 48-hour period. It's because it's impacting so many people. I'm Savannah Levins. I'm an investigative reporter for 11 Alive News in Atlanta, and I've been looking into unusually high rates of thyroid cancer in Northeast Georgia. These 6 counties specifically. Since so many thyroid cancer patients from that area were reaching out, I actually created a form that people can fill out to share more information with us, and more than 100 thyroid cancer patients from those 6 counties have filled this out since we first reported this story. They range in age from 13 to 80, and more than half are under 40 years old, which is unusual in itself. Of course, the big question is, why is this happening? So we started asking questions. I interviewed doctors, patients, researchers, epidemiologists, really smart people, and all of them said that this data was really concerning. And they all think that something environmental is likely at play here. You might be wondering, what are state leaders doing about this? Well, the Georgia Department of Public Health and the Department of Natural Resources did consult on this data, but they decided not to launch a study. Why? Well, they say ionizing radiation is the only known environmental cause of thyroid cancer, and they say there's no known source of that up in this particular area. But state lawmakers from that area, they say they're not giving up, and right now they're pushing for funding and more research, potentially from independent researchers, since the state agencies aren't really on board right now. If you live in one of those 6 counties and you have thyroid cancer, you can find a link to that survey I mentioned on the story on 11alive.com or in the 11 Alive mobile app. Right now, we're using that information to map all of the cases, where people live and where they might have frequented. And if you live in this area of Georgia, make sure you're aware of the symptoms of thyroid cancer and talk to your doctor if you're concerned. And in the meantime, know that we are going to continue digging into this and pushing for answers.